in a measurement event using the Yard app, simply click on the measurements button and then select the measurement event name that you wish to view. You'll then see, by default, you'll see the purchase, the mob that the animals are in, a visual ID that's been recorded, the EID, a draft gate if you were doing any drafting, and then simply the information that you've recorded. In this particular view, we're looking at weight, so you can see all the weights of the animals. By clicking on the header, you can sort them from smallest to largest, or largest to smallest by clicking on it again. You're also able to see at the bottom of the screen the average of the records, and by right-clicking, you can change those summaries. So if you click on sum, you can see the total was 27,038 kgs. You can see the minimum was 500 kilos and the maximum was 630. You're also able to stack these up, so if you wish to add to see the maximum and the count and the average, you can continue to do so by adding new summaries. If you want to change the mob that the animals are in, simply select from the drop list and click Set Mob. You're also able to print or export any of these views to a printer, to an email, or to an Excel spreadsheet. Simply click on the print button, and then you have the options now to print it up the top left corner, or to export to a PDF or a spreadsheet file or other file formats as you may wish. You can also email it as well as a PDF or a CSV or Excel file. If you've recorded other information such as a condition score or other traits about the animal, they will also show in this grid. So for instance, if we click on the cattle measurement event down the side, you can see now that we've scored a condition score against these animals. On any of these screens, you're able to filter down and narrow down the view of what you're looking at in the animals. For argument's sake, if we wanted to look at all animals over 600 kgs, we'll simply click on the small funnel here and click on custom. We want to choose animals greater than and 600. It could be greater than and or equal to as well, so we include animals that are 600 kgs. Click OK, and you can now see that we have only a smaller number of animals to look at. The average has now gone to 606 kgs, and we could also just make just these animals be shifted to a different mob if we wish. In any of these views, if you want to edit the information that you see, simply click on the heading and drag it off the screen. So for argument's sake, if we don't want to see purchase in the views, click on purchase and just drag it off till you get across, and it will disappear. These can be brought back at any time by right clicking and going column chooser, and then dragging it back into the view. Columns can also be shifted around by simply just dragging them along. It's important to note that these changes are also reflected when you print. So if we take off mob, visual tag, draft gate, and the purchase, so we simply have the tag, weight, and condition score, and click print, you can now see we have the same simplified view on the screen, ready for printing or exporting to Excel.